Welcome to Album Time with Cassidy. I'm your host, Cassidy. Today, we'll be assessing an album, and the album we will be assessing is One Direction's Made in the AM. And since I have never listened to a full One Direction album in my life before, this should be fun. So, assessment. First song.
This is called Angel.
First song's called Angel. Angels, they're talking about angels. Angels are good. If you're an angel, why would you want to be like One Direction? The angel wishes they could be more like One Direction. This is interesting. It's good listening to One Direction because, you know, they give a different perspective, like a British perspective. I guess they like angels a lot, and they want to be, now they want to be more like the angel. I don't get it. Why would you want to be more like someone, but then you'd want them to be more like you? It's just like a paradox, an unending paradox. I don't get it. Even if it's about a girl in love, it still doesn't make sense. Because why would four guys sing about one girl? Honestly. I don't know if you saw the music video, but I really liked it. Because they went to NASA when no one else was ever behind. This is a good song. It's a good message, telling kids that they shouldn't let people drag them down because nobody can drag them down. So I feel like I would listen to this before going and speaking in front of people because, like, it's like, you know, because... Wait, now it's about somebody? If I didn't have you... What? Wait, so it's about a person? You stood by me but no one else was ever behind me. Wait, I don't get it. So, like, this person's helping them, but now they're dragging them down? No! Oh, okay. That makes sense. When I have you, nobody can drag me down, so that makes sense. So, so this isn't like one of those songs you listen to before you go out and speak to people. That's not nice. This is not a nice guy. What's the message here? Promises. You know, that's a good word, rendezvous. It's a little, like, I'd say this message is controversial. It's just very hard to listen to One Direction and not think about Zayn. I'm not a One Direction fan, but I don't know, because of the circumstances leading up to this album, I just feel like all I'm gonna think about is Zayn. Is the song about Zayn? What is the song about? Yeah, but you really do need to know how to pronounce the places you're going to, or like, it's gonna be hard to get there or to get out. Oh wow! Double bass kick. Whoa! This is like a real jam. It's not a perfect song, but it's a good song. I feel like it's a good late night driving song, you know. This is like a feel it song. Well, seems like there are some problems in this relationship. Infinity? That was over. I don't know, if I was, honestly, I'm sorry, but like, if I started listening to his album, I probably would have skipped this song already. Sorry, 1D, but there are 13 songs to get through and I don't have all day, so skip button. Wow. I like how this is going. Good lyrics. What? I don't get it. Like, you go in nice and it's just like... Why? I don't know why, but this song reminds me of Sesame Street. It's just... Is that a bad thing? Why would you be in a hospital for a girl? Like, honestly? Come on. Does anyone really go to the hospital because of love? Like, outside of car crashes? It's probably not about Zayn because he's not gonna be with them at the end of the day. It's probably about a cookie, honestly. They probably like cookies, and at the end of the day, there's a cookie jar, so they want the cookie jar at the end of the day. Boy bands don't eat cookies. They probably, like, go out to fancy restaurants and eat steak. This is about probably, like, a long-distance relationship, or, like, a puppy, probably, because, you know, it's hard to tour around the world if you have a puppy at home. I could just see a grand piano and them standing around it, singing and crying. Boy bands cry when they get emotional about their songs. I like the start of this already, but starts can be deceiving. But I thought you said nobody could drag you down. But what I'm getting through this whole album is kind of, you know, more solemn. They're not trying to go for like super go over and dance at a party. Oh, they found an island. Oh. It's a good song. I would listen to this in the early hours of the AM. It would make sense. So, at this point, I would probably skip the song. Not that. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call. Yeah, oh, well, the song's over. I didn't have to skip it. What's with the whoas? I like this one. It like adds a little bit of dancing in the early AM hours. So what's the song about? Other than dancing. It's like, wow, bring in instruments. This is good, like throwing liveliness to this album. Wow, they're gonna build you a boat. So they're trying to give back. I feel like this is a message to me that they're giving back to me, and that they're just being nice people, which is good. We should all be nice people. Clapping. You're not wrong. No, this song wouldn't be sung. They do not teach many things in school that they should. Social skills, for one. Whoa! You cannot live forever, sorry. Even in history, pretty much, everyone's dead in history. Sorry. But you cannot live forever. It's impossible. We're all mortal. You can hold on as long as you're alive, okay? A lot of history. They could probably have a history book on One Direction. Think about it. In 100 years, do you think that One Direction will be in the history book? In the section of boy bands? Or they'll just have their own history book? Or they will write the history book because they had taken over the world by that time. Just think about that. They can't live forever, but yeah. A nice ending. I like the little ooh. So my overall assessment of this album would be a 6. Because you gotta think about this. There's always room for improvement. Always, always. So don't ever expect a 10 from me. I respect them more now. So like, I don't know if there's a word for being a respectable person towards someone that's not a fan, but not a hater. Like, is there an in-between word for that? Made in the AM. It felt like it was made in the AM, and it was made for the AM. So that's good, and One Direction, you did great. I feel like I could have done a better assessment if I had like listened to your other albums, but that's not gonna happen, so. Not soon, at least. I hope you tune in another time where I assess more albums, and it'll be great. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and tell all your friends about this awesome video where I talk about One Direction, and tell you about how the album went.